When I first heard Gil Scott's music, I was in Minneapolis. Back in the mid-70s, I started hearing about this brother talking over music, and it was it was so poetic. And you know, me as a poet, I learned poetry in a creative writing class when I was 3rd grade. So I considered myself a poet ever since I was 8. So I would always rhyme in sentences when I was just general sentences talking to people. I would just rhyme, you know, a sentence. And then later I heard the word rap. Rapping was to talk, you know. So in the 70s we used to say, yo, my man, rap to me about this, rap to me about that. So we would say rap. And to rap and rhyme, that was a whole nother level, you know. So Gil Scott brought in that rap and rhyme phase. And when I heard B-movie, I said, B-movie? And you know what I started thinking? And he started singing, this ain't really your life, ain't really your life, ain't nothing but a movie. It ain't really your life, ain't really your life, ain't nothing but a movie. This ain't really your life, ain't really your life, ain't nothing but a movie. This ain't really your life, ain't really your life, ain't nothing but a movie. And he got off into all the political scenes and talking about the politics of the day, dealing with Richard Nixon and Ronald Reagan and all the people in the White House and all the corrupt politics going on in that day. And it was like so grabbing and moving that I said, oh wow, this is deep. They started playing it on mainstream radio when I was living in Minneapolis. That's why I can't believe there are a lot of people here in Atlanta, Georgia that don't know about Gil Scott Heron, and many are 40 and older and still don't know about Gil Scott. So I'm like, maybe it's just that, you know, the climate of the type of music he was doing, it was almost forbidden maybe to some people in the South. Maybe, I don't know, because I grew up in the North. So we dealt with those issues straight up, head forward, and it wasn't like a taboo. But maybe that was one of the reasons, I don't know. But, you know, I just want to continue to spread that message, you know, because the brother was so powerful. He also told us not to give up. He said, don't give up. And he said, Spirit say, don't give up. It's time to stop your falling. Oh, you've been down long enough. Can you hear that spirit calling, calling your name, calling your name? You hear that spirit, hear that spirit, hear that spirit calling, calling your name, calling your name, talking about spirit. And he just constantly reminded you to look up and give up the best and be the best you can be and stand strong. And I listen to WRG every night on Sunday night, and the last song of the show on the Night Watch program Sunday night, he'll play that song, Don't Give Up, and it'll start right before the show goes off, 6 o'clock, and I'm just waking up. And I have that song on. So I keep thinking that in my mind. I hear Gil behind me saying, don't give up. And I applied that to a whole lot of things in my life to keep me going, keep me moving, keep me motivated to never give up. And I think if everybody uses that as a motivation piece, it'll make a whole lot of people stronger and keep going. Because a lot of people want to give up, and there's a lot of things that make you just say, forget it, I'm through. You know, just give up, but don't give up. Brother Gil told you, don't give up. And I'm Phillipe the philosopher, the prophet, and the poet. I'm reassuring and reaffirming it too, and backing it up. Gil Scott also told us that the revolution would not be televised. He told us that the television would only play and show things in a negative point of view. And was stating that when we wake up and get our consciousness back, that will be a revolution, because that will be a change when we change our minds. He said they won't televise that because we're waking up. And they don't want to show the fact that we're waking up. They want to show us continually asleep. So he wrote all these scenarios that show what they won't show. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials, because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spiro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Schaefer War Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner, because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run, or trying to slide that color television into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers in instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers in instant replay. There will be no slow motion or still life of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he'd been saving for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, the Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant. And women will not care if Dick finally gets down with Janie on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the streets looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights and no pictures of hairy armed women liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme will not be written by Jim Webb, Francis Scott Key, or sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or the Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about white tornadoes, white lightning, or white people. You will not be able to worry about a dove in your bedroom, a tiger in your tank, or a giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised. The revolution will be no rerun, brothers. The revolution will be live.